That damn Matthew Stafford killed me tonight, you guys. It's not even funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's funny
12.
because
It's pretty funny.
It's not
everybody.
funny.
It is
It's not
funny because
funny.
everybody knew about Matthew Stafford. I mean, he
Not
tried
funny.
he tried to throw. Look, he tried to throw the Super Bowl run last year. Matthew Stafford is Matthew
A
Stafford.
couple times. And speaking of Matthew Stafford, fashionably late, you know, like always.
I don't know what you mean. Like always. what's, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Brodny? How you doing today? How you doing today, sir?
Very tired. Sure.
Very, very
very
tired.
tired.
Very tired.
Yes.
You know, I mean, were you tired of looking at Matthew Stafford tonight?
And no, I was tired of looking at Josh Allen, if I'm being honest, because I kept my streak going of never winning a bet. I placed a little parlay that I thought was sure to hit, right? Stephon Diggs, 65 and a half yards. Yeah, easy, right?
Yep.
Dawson Knox, 35 and a half yards. No problem. They just paid him. He's a big part of the offense. Devin Singletary, 14 and a half yards. My man ended on 14. And the Bills to win. So Stephon Diggs came through for me, and I lost $10. So very happy about that.
I mean, you seem very happy about it.
Well, I mean, listen, if they had a quarterback up in Buffalo instead of a running back playing quarterback, maybe some of my guys could have hit their yardage totals tonight. But
I mean,
it is what it is.
I mean, sure. I mean, what was his stat line tonight? I haven't even checked. Hold on.
His stat line was 26 for 31, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 10 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Those 10 carries of 56 yards, you just hate, right?
I hate it so much. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Devin Singletary was open in the end zone on Josh Allen's touchdown run. Okay, he's a selfish player, and he's not a quarterback. All right.
Listen, that touchdown run won somebody $650. So
Yeah. I mean, at least be happy for them.
Right.
Brodny does not care. Happy. Brodny does not care. He's like, no, I don't care.
Very, very happy for them.
Are you though?
I'd like to be happy for myself one time when I place a bet.
Yeah,
you have said that though. Your betting is not.
I'm for forever. I mean, that's not a joke. I have never won a bet like with a sports book. I've won like individual bets all the time, but not a bet that I place with a sports book. I have literally never won, and it's always close.
But when you don't bet, you call it right. Example: when Edwards knocked out Usman. And I should have bet it.
And I just feel like it's a curse because I can't. Had I bet on that, Leon Edwards would not be a champion right now. So you're welcome, Rocky.
Well, that's how we start this off. I didn't get to do We the AFC North podcast on Monday, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna hit some of my good friends up and see what they're doing. And so we decided we're gonna talk a couple minutes, not too long. I'm not gonna keep these guys here long because I say that, but then we'll be here 4 hours and Brodny's going to kill me. So we're not going to do that. But we are gonna just talk a little bit about the beginning of the NFL season. Talk a little bit about this game that happened tonight. We were already talking about Matthew Stafford. Obviously, Brodny was talking about Josh Allen, how selfish he is. What a jerk. And I mean, real quick, let's just get your first thoughts on the first game. Obviously, we're all happy that the NFL's back, but I mean, that Bills defense, my God, they're favorite, one of the favorites to win for a reason. What do you guys think, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, they played great. I mean, they were getting after Stafford a lot. They did a really good job of keeping him contained and not having him downfield passes because that's what he likes to do. He likes to throw downfield. That's his strength. And then he shows that when he throws other passes, he ain't that accurate because he's throwing interceptions all over the place. And that's just kind of the guy I always thought he was. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl. He's on a very talented team. That's why he got the Super Bowl. But in this case, when a defense like this comes at him, he ain't know what to do. Yeah, I was glad to see them get their ass kicked, like putting a loss on an NFC team that's contending. So,
Yeah.
hey, I'm happy with this result.
I mean, when Caleb talks like that, you know he's happy because he's happy. You can hear it in his voice how happy he is. Hendo, what did you think about Josh Allen? Is he a selfish player, or are you?
I don't like it.
Him?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all because they are the Super Bowl favorites for coming into the season, and they look really good. Like I was impressed. That they have talent and they also have coaching. So to kind of negate Aaron Donald, they threw the ball quickly. They did some things that I wish my team would do offensively. Get some pieces, run some plays, but Buffalo looks really good. I mean, and then adding Von Miller to the mix, that just took the number one defense and made it even better. So, listen, it might be like a 3-team race for the AFC, and I think Buffalo is actually one of those teams.
Yeah, I mean Buffalo. They're like I said, they're one of the favorites to come out of the AFC.
Yeah, everybody picked them to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's not.
I mean,
you look at them. But I don't listen. To take nothing away from Buffalo, Matthew Stafford was playing quarterback for the Rams. I mean, come on. If you looked at the playoffs last year, at the end of the Tampa Bay game, the San Francisco game, he threw interceptions. Like he tried his best to give those games away.
He tried in the Super Bowl as well.
He did.
The Bengals dropped an interception late in that game.
Yeah. So Matthew Stafford is out here Staffording, but take nothing away from Buffalo looks really good. And I just listen. Week 4, they come to Baltimore, and we're gonna see what we made of. I heard some people talking online talking about we about to give Buffalo line some fits.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a good test though because your corners are really good versus Josh Allen. I mean, that's what I hear, and all the spaces that we hang out in. And speaking of spaces, I'll wait to get that intro in. But okay, well, speaking of spaces, I'm bringing in the king of spaces right now. He's gracing us with his presence.
No, not 2 nights in a row.
Yes, 2 nights in a row, Garnett.
What?
Garnett?
What?
How you guys doing, man?
Bruh.
We are chilling. We're happy. Football is back, Garnett. Real quick before I get your thoughts on the game, Brodny was talking about how Josh Allen is a
selfish player.
Do you believe he's a selfish player?
No, I think he's a great team player. Only way he's selfish is if he's not passing it to your guy, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly why he's selfish.
I needed 32 yards to 2 specific players, and Josh Allen's running for touchdowns, running for 56 yards, throwing it to Gabriel Davis. Who's Gabriel Davis? He had 4 touchdowns in the playoffs last year. He can chill for a minute. All right. Dawson Knox needs some targets.
Davis got more.
Well, listen.
Hey, man. You pass it to the guy that's open, man.
Devin Singletary was open. He ran it in for a touchdown. Okay, selfish.
So listen.
He knew Brodny needed to throw, and he said, "No, I'm running it."
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pool our money together, have Brodny place a bunch of bets, and we'll go opposite of him. Guaranteed victory.
Guaranteed victory.
That's what we're doing now.
Who you got? Wait, who you got in the Nate Diaz fight? You got Nate Diaz?
Assholes over here.
So I can bet the opposite.
But that's the thing. You're never gonna know if I actually placed the bet. If I just tell you, like that doesn't mean anything. I've got Chimaev, but you don't know who I'm gonna bet on.
But we're gonna split the winners with you, so.
Why would you not? Okay, well, I'm not betting. I'm not betting on that fight. I've got Chimaev. All right.
It doesn't work unless you bet.
You know what? No, I can predict things, Hendo.
No.
All right, I can make calls.
He
But-
can predict
go
things,
ahead.
or he can make them happen the way he
Right.
wants it, like in the Dynasty League. So Garnett, what were your thoughts about the game tonight, man?
It looked real good, looked real, balanced at the beginning of the first half, whatever, to the end of the first half, and then it just McVay was like, "Fuck it, I'm not coaching anymore," or you know what I mean? It's like, hey, there's his receiver that wears number 1. I forgot his name. Allen Robinson. You know what I mean? It's like we're just gonna like not throw him the ball. We're not gonna give him the game plan. It was weird, man. Like Cam Akers was not involved. I don't know, man. It's just like
to be fair, I mean, if you've got a quarterback who's going to throw a no-look pass over the middle 5 feet high, would you continue to try to coach that as well? Or just say, I'm going to take the rest of the night off?
No, this is the saying God said, hey, I want this guy. You remember?
And he used him, and he won a Super Bowl.
No.
Let me tell you, Brodny, you want to talk about you having a bad night? I had Cam Akers, Stafford, and the Rams defense tonight. Okay, I'm not happy.
Good. Listen, I don't want to dump on the Rams defense too much. I mean, they gave up the 31 points. They did force 4 turnovers.
Yeah, no, they did. They played. So that's the only thing that saving grace was the 4 turnovers. But my God,
when
Stafford
your offense isn't doing anything at all, it's kind of hard to just continue to keep them in the game. The people who looked really bad, and I was kind of expecting it going into the game, was the Rams O-line. They looked awful, so that's going to be something to watch moving forward with them.
They were the cheapest brand of tissue that got wet. That's the best way I could put that, man. That shit was atrocious tonight. And their run, I guess, like I said, with the whole Cam Akers part, but there was no pop in their run game. There was nothing. Like Henderson broke one run. After that, it went back to just being shit. So I don't know. I feel sorry for that defense in a way where, like, literally, with the time of possession was definitely in Buffalo's hand. And so basically, like Aaron Donald was like out of this world, but shoot, he does bleed a little bit if you leave him out there, hanging them dry, man. Same thing when it comes to just the whole defense in general. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Garnett, we'll see how wet they are when they come. Are they coming to Baltimore or
the Bills?
They're coming to Baltimore.
Okay, well, see, that's gonna be a good game to see.
Week 4.
See how you guys can handle Buffalo and that defensive line, because Von Miller, I don't know what he's doing, but that man looked good.
Listen, you take an all-time great talent and you add him to a defense that was already number 1. What do you expect?
Well, the age. I mean, Von Miller's.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about with the age-wise.
Yeah,
what this?
Yeah, but
he still looked good though. I mean, at that age, you don't expect that age to look that good. I mean, his game
I
won,
did.
so
I thought he would.
I mean, who you're talking to? Hendo's looking at him like that's a young kid out there,
right? Well, Miller's like the age of one of my kids. Like, what are you saying?
but like in football terms, I understand what Suge is saying. But my biggest thing is like the boy that came out of Houston, number 91. Oh my God, I got his face in my. I cannot think his name. He plays the defense of the 3 tech for the Buffalo Bills. He's finally coming around. Russo, they got nothing but first round draft picks and like first.
Ebenezer.
Yeah, like they got nothing but like hard nosed talent on that front line, man. And obviously good linebackers with Tremaine Evans and Milano. Like they could possibly have like, thank you, bro. They definitely have a stellar defense. You know the craziest thing about this shit? I literally forgot about Trey White. I forgot that motherfucker existed because he didn't, he's still recovering from ACL surgery. So the fact that they were able to get away with rookies in game 1, where it's like, Cooper Kupp and you would think Allen, but it was just weird, man. Like they if they're starting like this, they already set the standard for themselves, so we somewhat have an idea of what to hold the Bills to. And then with the Rams, it's like a moment of reflection. And you're like, hey, look at a lot. What's that dude on Twitter that always be making those funny ass videos? Like the film guy.
Coach. I forget what his name is.
Yeah, he about to do a lot of those for the Rams. A lot of them.
Oh, the coach.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look,
yeah.
it's just week one. They're coming off a Super Bowl win. Yeah, the defending champs don't always look great on opening night. So I mean, I think the Rams will be fine. I don't think they're going to be in any danger of repeating, but they'll get it together and they'll be all right. Matt Stafford is ultimately going to bring them down, though.
Yeah, facts.
Disrespect. Man won a Super Bowl and you still disrespect him like that. Well, obviously, we're real quick. We're going to talk about. Obviously, there's different people here that like different teams. So we'll start with the team that I kind of like, but they're cool. Let's start with the Cowboys.
I thought it was the Ravens.
Yeah,
But
no.
he said kind of like, so that should have been the clue right there.
Yeah, come on.
True.
The Cowboys, Caleb, your team is playing. Where are we at? Oh,
South America's
Tampa.
South America's team.
Yeah. How you feeling about that game?
I'm feeling good about it. I think we're going to go and win this game. Last time we should have won last year. We got a few bad breaks last year, and I thought they were a better team. The Bucs are a better team last year. They have the same injuries that we have at the offensive line and at the receiving core. And then but it's more of a problem for them because they have a 45-year-old old ass quarterback that can't run. So we're gonna get after him. We're gonna put pressure in the middle. He ain't gonna be able to step up and make the throws that he wants to. He ain't gonna get rid of the ball like he likes to. All we have to do is stop that run, and that'll be different from the last game because he won't be able to pass like he wants to. So he'll have to go to the run. We also have to focus on a run. Obviously, we don't have the weapons at the receiver. We have CD Lamb, but if they contain him, we have to stick with Zeke and Pollard and grind it out. See it as more lower scoring than it was last year. But yeah, I definitely think we could pull it out. I think we're a better team overall. We got a hell of a defensive line right now. We got DeMarcus Lawrence, Michael Parsons, just ready to assault full on assault on Brady. So I'm liking our chances, and that's why I always said throughout the off season our defense was going to carry us through the first part of the season, and maybe even throughout the season. I mean, I really like our defense. I think our defense is going to be better than last year, second year under Dan Quinn. So I think we go in and take out the Bucs.
Do you think? Does anybody think Julio Jones is going to be any kind of factor in this game?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You think so?
I think he will. I'm not. I don't think he's. Obviously he's not quite the same player that he was, but I think when he's healthy, he can still play. I don't expect him to go out there and take over the game or anything like that, but I think he'll go out. He'll play well enough. But I do agree with Caleb. I think Dallas is a better team overall. Tampa has a lot of issues on their O-line. They've had a lot of injuries. They lost one of their starters to retirement. I'm not sure.
Brady, you lost Brady to retirement.
No, one of their starting O-linemen, I believe it was Marquette.
Okay.
I think. Not sure if Chris Godwin is even going to play. He had been. It was looking good. He got cleared early in the offseason, and he's missed practice the last couple of days. So not sure what's going on there. But yeah, I think the Bucs are a team that's kind of trending downwards, and Dallas is kind of going the other way. So
yeah, it looks like Godwin's going to be a game time decision. Mr. J did bring up Dak's ankle. It seems like he brushed it off and
he had the wrong cleats on. He had the wrong cleats on. That's all.
I mean,
so okay, who is looking like the number 2 receiver right now?
Tony Pollard.
I'm not sure who they're going to throw out for the starting lineup. It's looking like Noah Brown is going to be in that second opposite of CD Lamb and Jalen Tolbert in the slot. That's what I think is going to happen, anyways.
Yeah. That could be a little unfortunate, but they should be able to keep it together regardless.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got team problem, so that's why I said just run the ball. If we stick to run, I think we can grind it out there.
how excited are you that this is a Sunday night game?
Well, I mean, we always play on Sunday night, like opening weekend, like we're good at Thursday night.
Yeah, you guys just deserve it, right?
Man said that's just normal to us. I don't
That's
know.
normal. Like we either play the Thursday night or the Sunday night with the Cowboys. So,
They always play a good team that deserves to be on TV.
Ask me how excited I am for Carolina's one primetime appearance on Thursday night. That
I know. I
everybody
think
gets.
they did a breakdown of it, and like there was like teams. There's like, isn't there like one team that didn't get one at all, or doesn't?
No, everybody gets a Thursday night game. That's what Carolina's got this year. They don't have any other primetime games.
That is wow. They say
not until the end of the season when they get flexed.
Yeah, but the Baker, the Savior,
right,
Mayfield,
when they get flexed. Okay,
when they get flexed into a meaningful game to get into the playoffs.
That's why when they unveiled their all black uniforms, the one night they're wearing them is the Thursday night game against the Falcons, so everybody can see.
I mean,
But,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, facts. All right, well then let's talk about the Panthers. You're playing in Cleveland, correct? No, you're playing in Carolina.
They're playing in Carolina.
Yeah, you're playing in Carolina. My bad. Baker to Savior Mayfield. He's
Damn
gonna
it,
take y'all to the
man.
playoffs, right?
No, he's not going to take them to the playoffs. We talked about it on our show this past week. I think they win this game. I think this is probably going to be his best game of the season. Obviously they're not coming in with a bunch of injuries or anything like that. It's the first week. You got Christian there. You got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. Shi Smith, who had a pretty good offseason. The defense, they're a year older. They've got some guys back. They got JC Horn back. So I mean, they have a lot of talent. They've got Baker, who's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, which is the only time he actually can play. So I think this is going to be his best game of the year. I think they actually win their first two, and then, like I said, I think they go on a 7-game win or losing streak after that.
Yes.
No, I think they start out 2-7 before they get another win against Atlanta, and then it's another losing streak, and they're going to finish with 4 wins.
How miserable can we all agree? Brodny would be if the Panthers are 9-0, and he would just he'd be the so unhappiest.
I would not be unhappy at all. You know when I'll be unhappy. You know what I'll be unhappy, Suge? If they go 8-9 and give Baker a 5-year extension. That's when I'll be unhappy.
But yeah, they go 8-9, go to playoffs.
Right. He's feeling dangerous right now, B.
No. He's feeling very dangerous.
And then also he's gonna motivate his teammates by offering to put them in commercials if they play well. So you can lock it in. Playoffs.
I hate all of y'all.
Playoffs.
all I'm waiting for the Panthers, I'm just waiting for Robbie Anderson to just give that sick look to Baker, like he always does when he's mad. That's gonna be my pride into it. Like, you motherfucker! Like he does that every quarterback is hilarious.
Listen, week 6, Robbie's gonna be in Baltimore.
Yeah.
You hoping?
I don't hope it.
Any offer, just send it over. It's fine.
I don't.
I mean, that's kind of how your motto is in fantasy football too.
Pretty much.
Brodny, how much is Christian McCaffrey going to take pressure off of Baker?
I mean, in terms of just this game or this season?
This season.
Overall. I don't think he's going to take pressure off of Baker so much because, well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, Baker is best when you can throw it, 18 to 22 times in a game, right? You don't have to rely on him. So, they've got Christian, they've got Chuba Hubbard, they got Deonta Foreman. As long as they utilize all 3 of those guys, they should have a pretty good run game. And yeah, Baker won't be forced into doing Baker things every week. If they get away from that and they try to have him throw the ball a bit more, or, they just get behind in games because they're worse than the teams that they're playing, it's going to get ugly.
You mean Captain Baker?
That is the most fraudulent captaincy I've ever seen.
Did they make him a captain?
Yeah, they did. They've known this man for 5
believe in him.
Yeah, they believe in him, just like you should believe in him.
They don't believe in him at all.
They met this man 2 weeks ago and gave him keys to the house.
I mean,
meanwhile, Zadarius Smith had to go to a jeweler and get a captain's chain made because nobody will vote him onto a captain on any team he plays.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
He got the little. It's a captain's patch and it glows in the dark.
Well,
look at me. I'm the captain.
Right. I think the Browns Panthers game's gonna be very entertaining to watch because I think you're right, Brodny. I think Baker's gonna go out there with a chip on his shoulder, throw a lot of touchdowns, and then who knows what's gonna happen
Carry the
after that
season.
game. Carry the season.
No, what's going to happen after that is they play the Giants, so that's a win because it's the Giants, and then the Panthers show up, just like last year. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember last year they were 2-0, and you were like,
oh,
No,
they were
they were 3-0, and we got
They're 3-0.
smug. We got smug Brodny, who was throwing out shots. He was just hitting everybody with shots. Like we 3-0. Pew 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 pew.
Listen, you talk while you can, man. You talk while you can. You don't wait till the end because what happened in the end? They had 5 wins. They were 3-0 and they had 5 wins. You talk where you can talk.
Facts.
it's gonna be a great football season. Let's talk about the trap game of this week, and that is the Steelers and Bengals. Let's talk about the Ravens Jets. This is a huge trap game for you guys. Huge.
Yeah.
You got Joe Flacco on the other side.
Want to talk about it. Look at them.
They don't.
I didn't know it was going to lead that, but yeah. I think I would call it. I don't want to say a trap game, but you know how. What's the word I'm looking for? Paranoid. Our fan bases, as you know, the Ravens flock. It's if we come out there and win, we're Super Bowl contenders. If we like somehow barely escape and win or like lose, oh my God, I don't know what's gonna happen. We need to fire this guy. We need to hire this. Hey, Allen Iverson didn't do nothing for the Rams. We need to go trade for him. Like it's just panic mode for how the Ravens do, man. But I really for real though about this game. I see nothing but total domination. It should be. Like I said this whole time with a lot of people. I really do believe I'm holding the Ravens accountable. Coaching staff, players, as much money and draft we put into this defense. Like it's time to hold these dudes. There's no more. Oh, this is Queen's 3rd year, or my bad. Brodny for basically instigating, even though I didn't mean what I said. It was taken out of context.
It was not taken out of context. We all heard what you said directly from your mouth. It wasn't like
you can't take that out of context, bro.
Nah.
No, but you know what I mean. But anyway,
or today reclining, sealing Julius Peppers.
No, yeah. Athletically skilled. Yeah, but anyway, so all the hype that Owe gets, all the hype Matabuke gets, and so on, et cetera, right? They better not let up 13 points. And the only excuse I can give them if Greg Roman and this offense do not do what they're supposed to do, and they're obviously get put out in a situation where the Rams are, where they're always on the field and just getting murdered, right? But we should not get that done by Joe Flacco. So, yeah, man, this should be I would say a 15 to 17 point game, if not more. But if it's not, man, I got a lot of questions for this team that's supposed to be on a revenge tour. Because there ain't nothing revenge about that. If there's not that, winning by over 17 plus.
Bro, haven't we been on a revenge tour since 2020? After the 2019 season, have we been on a revenge tour?
Mr. J.
Mr. J, you take that up with my lawyer.
Such an embarrassing moment in LBHC history, comparing Owe to Pepper, the audacity.
and yeah, I mean, Joe Flacco to Elijah Moore ain't exactly Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs, so that's not any excuse. Like there should not be any points on the Jets side of the scoreboard this week.
Flacco's about to come out and throw 5 touchdowns.
He really is. He is going to wreck Baltimore.
Flacco is about to light it up just because it's not expected. Listen. If we get off to a slow start, it could be just like what happened to the Rams. If we get off to a slow start and things just aren't working, Garnett, when we don't get into a rhythm, it sticks. We come out in halftime and do things we're not supposed to. We turn the ball over. This could snowball real quick. So I don't think it's going to be a 15, 17 point game. It's going to be close. It might be a 7 to 10 point game. I just know that I think the Jets are going to surprise a lot of people this year. They're not going to be as bad as people think that they are. And Flacco, for one game, he's going to turn into January Joe in September.
I don't know. I'm right there with you. All right, so that's the other side of the coin. But like in all, like I said, when I'm holding these dudes accountable and to a standard, and it should be a 17-point win. Like,
should be, but the problem is tomorrow. But the problem is tomorrow. Y'all supposed to have somebody locked up, and it looks like that ain't happening.
We don't listen. So we don't talk about Bruno.
How are the fans feeling about that, Garnett? How are the fans feeling about that?
No.
Deadline tomorrow.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Sure. I got a question. You're familiar with Michael Phelps, right?
Yes, sir.
He got 9 gold medals, right?
Yes.
How did he get those 9 medals?
Because he had very long arms and web feet.
That's a good one. But also, the reason why he got those 9 medals
is he's from Baltimore.
No, he stayed in his fucking lane and worried about what's in front of him.
He's from Baltimore.
I'm not worried. Like, I'm not worried. I'm not even this contract. Lamar's contract is whatever, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. All we can worry about is the Jets, man.
I love you.
Sound like somebody who has already ordered a custom Miami Dolphins jersey that says Jackson on the back. That's what you sound like right now.
No. I already got me a custom Aaron Rodgers Baltimore Ravens jersey. You know,
that dude that plays on hallucinogens.
Yeah,
right.
Hey, Percocets, Molly Percocets.
The one that can take drugs and not get tested, but they'll test upon it
and just admit to it.
Yeah,
with
it's Aaron Rodgers, baby.
You know what I'm really looking forward to in this game? I'm sorry, Endo.
You good.
I'm waiting for Juwan James because he's going to be starting at left tackle. Looks like, and he's never played left tackle. So I'm waiting for Jermaine Johnson to beat him one time for a sack, so we can get a full week of why didn't we draft Jermaine Johnson?
See, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, oh my God, we skipped over him. We projected to get him, but I think he's going to beat him for several sacks because he's not used to playing left tackle. He's just not. Like, God, I tell you, like we like to experiment with people. We had all off season to sign a left tackle. All off season, but we said, you know what? We're just going to try this again. It didn't work last year, but we're going to take this dude that hasn't played in like 3 years and switch positions with him. Hope he stays healthy and watch him ball out. We do that with all positions, and it never works out for us.
Well, they had 3 years to lose all that muscle memory from the right tackle spot, right? So now he comes in and it's a clean slate. He's just learning left tackle, and it's all good.
Well, and then we got secondary plans. Juwan James, if Street Close Stanley ain't ready, and then we have
he's not.
No, I know he's still being Street Close probably, but and then we got a tertiary plan and Bakari, who's just serviceable. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's just
Morgan Moses has actually played left tackle though. Like, why is he not the option there?
Because
ahead of Juwan James.
Because I was about to say because also really the left guard spot is in a weird, stupid pickle that, obviously one dude wanted to go to a wedding and, drink out of beer kegs and have fun instead of worried about a conditioning test. Now Ben Powers is there. We know how Ben Powers is. So it's like the dude that should have been a kill switch plan for tackle now is the kill switch plan for guard, and it's a weird situation.
You know what I find hilarious about all this?
Okay.
We killed Caleb last year about the Cowboys, and he is the only one happy this year. All of us are miserable about our teams, except
I'm really
Caleb
miserable.
is happy.
No, is he
Caleb
happy?
is happy about his
I'm really
team.
miserable.
We got a 45-year-old tackle right now.
Listen,
I'm not miserable about my team at all.
Listen, bro.
First round tackle. What are you talking about?
So
I'm talking about Peters.
To answer
playing this week.
To answer your question, Brodny, Morgan Moses was a backup tackle last year for the New York Jets, and only because of injury did he get in the starting lineup. That's why he's not playing left tackle for us, because he's not as good as people think that he really is. He's serviceable.
No. I know that.
I know you. You just being smart.
People have tried to argue that with us, but Juwan James isn't as good as people think he is either. So
I know that for a fact.
And he's never played the position.
I know that for a fact. Listen, you know who our coach is. I don't know why you ask these questions. You know who our coach is.
It's for the audience.
Oh, I'm
Antoine.
sorry. Oh, wow. You know what?
Government
You know
name.
what? I'm shutting down now. I'm shutting mic off.
The government came out.
So, Brodny, other than obviously the Panthers game, what game are you excited for this weekend?
Probably, I would say the one I'm most excited just to watch is the Chiefs and the Cardinals. I think there's going to be a lot of points there on the board, and I'm excited to see how the Chiefs offense looks, and how Pat Mahomes looks without Tyreek Hill. I think he'll be fine, but there's still a question mark there, right?
He still got Kelsey.
Yeah,
he's got
Kelsey,
and he's got Juju now.
Juju and Valdez Scantling. They drafted Sky Moore, so I think they'll be just fine. But like I said, there's still a little question mark until you actually see it on the field, right? And then on the other side, obviously, always got to root for Kyler. Anybody who can, kind of stand up and give almost like stand up to the teacher and give a speech on why I shouldn't have to do homework, and then they just get out of doing homework. You gotta love that. I want to see how they bounce back from 3 straight years of collapsing in the second half of the season. See if anything looks different, feels different about that team. I suspect no, but we'll see.
Wow, the disrespect. Caleb, what about you?
Looking at the Eagles-Lions game, I'm so freaking sick and tired of the goddamn Eagles talk about how they're gonna win the division. Oh, they're so much better than the Cowboys. Oh, they got this guy, they got that guy. But guess what? They don't got a freaking quarterback because the quarterback goddamn sucks. He can't throw the ball. He's gonna prove every single week how much he can't throw the ball. They're gonna lose to the Lions, and they're gonna improve. They ain't that team. Okay, Cowboys gonna win this division, and that's why I'm gonna be so happy when Lions win this game.
Hey, the Lions seem pretty. I think they're going to surprise some people this year. I don't think they're going to be that team, but I think they can surprise some people and win some games. And Caleb is making sure the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this division this year. He's going to, kill us.
I don't know why I'm laughing because I agree with everything you just said about the Eagles and the Lions, but it's just funny. Like you feel it in the bones. That's another one interesting to see though.
What about you, Garnett? What's game you're excited for?
Seattle with Broncos country. Let's ride. That's happening. So that'd be pretty interesting to see him go back to Seattle. See how that goes out. I want to see how that's gonna go. That's gonna be pretty funny. And then I'm a complete tie between that and then the obviously the gangster fight. The Bloods and the Crips version of the NFL, which is I think the Chargers and the Raiders.
Exactly. Exactly. There's gonna in Inglewood. Come on, man. It's about to get crazy.
I'm not going to promote violence, but I hope somebody is going to go down that night.
Somebody's getting stabbed at that game. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
most likely. The last time I went to a Raider Charger game, someone got stabbed in front of me.
It happens every time, man.
Yeah, so I'm.
Was it you holding the knife or?
No, I was 17. You think I was stabbing somebody?
What does that mean?
I know.
I mean,
you guys are wrong. Nobody's excited about the Giants Titans.
Who?
Shout out to Ferris.
No.
Why?
He's probably gonna be the only person watching it that day.
Him and Brandon.
Yo, if no offense, no ill will, but if Tannehill goes out of the game and Malik Willis goes there, I'll watch it then. But it just.
I'll watch bits and pieces of it just to see Derrick Henry run through that defense, but I'm not excited about that.
Right. No. That's it.
I just checked. I can't believe Jordan Fuller got me 4 points tonight. I am distraught.
I haven't even looked at my lineup. Hendo, I know you're excited about the Packers Vikings game. That's the game you're looking toward, right?
I'm looking to the Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game. You should know
this. Really?
You should already know this.
I know you're a Pittsburgh fan, but I wasn't
I'm not a Pittsburgh fan. I don't care who wins or who loses. I just want to see what team comes out on top. I want to see if your revamped team and Tricky Mitch shows us something. I want to see if Cincinnati's as good as they think they are and they talk about they are. So I'm looking forward to that game just to see, it gives one of the division opponents one of the division opponents gets a loss.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Plus, I want to see. I'm interested in the Jacksonville Commanders game because
Okay.
I hate DC, and I would love for them to lose to an inferior team, so I can tell all my DC friends, look, your team still sucks.
They're not inferior though.
That was a hard suck.
And it's DC, bruh. This is Baltimore. We don't. Mm-mm.
So is there any player that you really excited to see or who's debuting? Like for me, it's obviously George Pickens. Like I think he's gonna make a big impact. I'm excited to see what he does because all preseason, all we've heard was, well, he's playing against third stringers, second stringers, So people are not gonna make it. Let's see what he does against a real corner. So I'm excited to see. I like his demeanor. I like the way he comes at the game. Yes, it's a little aggressive. Some people don't like that on this panel. But
I don't like that weak boy shit. I'm sorry, I like it.
Garnett took that and ran with it. He's
He
like,
sure did. Garnett. I mean, you need to read the Discord more often, man.
Oh yeah, my bad. What happened?
You like it rough, is what happened.
Yeah, well, you like that little slap and tickle, huh?
Hold on, let me Discord it. I figure out what's going on with my life.
Caleb, who are you excited to see this first week? Anybody other than anybody?
Yeah, probably Rays Chargers. Obviously, I'm in Vegas. I like to see Vegas win. Obviously, and besides that, I just think it's two great offenses going at each other in the divisional rivalry game like that. That's always fun, especially how much fun the last time they played. That was a great game. So I'm hoping this is a great game too.
Yeah,
kind of want to see that the Chargers defense too with Khalil Mack out there and see how the Raiders can hold up against Mack and Bosa.
A lot of people are saying Carr's going to be an MVP candidate. Do you think that? No.
No.
I like Derek Carr, but no.
He's Derek Carr.
No.
Okay.
He's the guy that people talk about just so that so it seems like there's a race going on, but he's never going to win it. No.
Mr. J, I'm looking forward to chasing Higgins, carving up your secondary. Pickens has established himself as the number 2. I'm still praying for Najee, though, behind those electricians and plumbers of an O-line. Thanks, Mr. J. Appreciate it.
It's true, though.
Thank you. I mean, if the O-line could just what I am positive about is the fact that Mitch can get out the pocket, and so it can relieve some pressure off of our O-line. But he doesn't need to be running all the time and throwing on the run because that could cause trouble. I did find it funny, though. Pittsburgh let out their depth chart, and Mason Rudolph was number 2. Pittsburgh fans went ballistic, and then Pittsburgh came out and redid the depth chart and said they accidentally put Mason Rudolph. It was supposed to be Kenny.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Your saving grace is that Trubisky can get out the pocket?
Well, the thing, not our saving grace, but the thing that can help the line is he's able to get out the pocket and scramble, meaning the line, if they're getting through the line.
Under the impression that Mitchell is black.
Right.
That's always the black QB program. Yeah, right. That's the plan. It's like, hey, we don't need a whole line.
It's just a comparison between him and Ben Roethlisberger, who couldn't move at all. So
exactly, like
so he looks faster. But listen, bro, it's a problem when your head coach comes out and says this O-line is horrible. They suck. Yeah. He didn't even keep that in-house. He came out in front of the media and was like, I'm not happy with any of these dudes.
I mean, maybe it's a motivation tactic. I mean, the thing is, though, and I know Hendo, we always talk about this. He's just being real. Like, let's be honest. Like, don't you hate it when coaches come out and they don't say oh, no, they're trying, or, oh, no, we're working on it. And Tomlin's like, no, they suck.
I get it, but he didn't even hit him with it's a work in progress and guys need to get better. He just was like, they're terrible. He said no, they're terrible. Like,
after the Jacksonville game, he came out and said that we were going to fix some things
because they're terrible.
but he didn't say terrible at first. And then the following week he said terrible.
Yeah, you don't
So-
say that. But I mean, I appreciate it. But we
That's
already knew
my
that,
favorite head coach.
right? Yeah. That's real.
You ask picks for people, he ain't their favorite, which is weird.
Hey, that's on them.
Is it?
You already know what that is,
Is it weird or is it very, very predictable?
right?
Predictable. You're right. Very predictable.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna have us pick for every game, but I'll pick out a couple games. I want to see what you guys think.
Can I pick one player? Can I pick one player to watch?
Yeah,
yeah,
so,
go ahead,
I mean, he didn't ask the rest of us.
I just was-
okay.
I just
No,
was-
I had one ready to go.
Right, he didn't ask the rest. He just asked Caleb and moved on.
Well, you know,
Hey, Caleb, he didn't pick a player. He picked the game.
yeah, but it's okay. It's Caleb. I'm good. Go ahead, Garnett.
No, I just want to see the.
Hey,
the
so
dude
anyway,
that-
so we're gonna move on, and I had to do it, Garnett.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You threw me a layup. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was Allie. You did a good job. No, I want to see the boy Jordan Davis for Philadelphia. I'm really curious about him. I feel like he's gonna. Oh, who did he play again?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, Jared Goff. He's dead.
Um,
You sure?
Yeah,
I heard Jordan ain't gonna have no kneecaps after that one.
They're not eating no kneecaps on this one. But just the fact that you got him and Fletcher Cox right beside each other, that's just a scary fucking sight for anybody to see. So I really think I'm really curious to see him just do what he did to Georgia. I think it's very possible. So
Can I ask a question? Are you curious, or are you just curious because he was mocked to us so much?
no, I didn't care about. I never wanted him on the Ravens.
Good, thank God. 'cause
But I'm
he's
just
not-
like the fact that like just of what he's capable of doing, and then he's playing literally right beside another motherfucker that can do the same shit as him at the same size. That's like Undertaker and Kane from WWF back in the day, man. It's like it's
Wow,
It's crazy,
WWF reference. Love
yeah,
it.
man. The Brothers of
Yikes.
Destruction type shit.
okay.
In
Brodny,
hard ways,
who-
too. Yeah.
Brodny, who's the player you're looking out for or want to watch?
I'm curious to see Damian Pierce in his debut. That's a guy who hasn't had, not because of that. Antoine, damn it.
Is he
Uh,
on the
I didn't even say anything.
He's on several of my fantasy teams, but that's not one.
It's just a coincidence.
No, it's because this is a guy who had never had a 100-yard rushing game, had never played more than I believe 23 snaps in a game. Went in, I think it was the 4th or 5th round, and walked in and locked up the running back one job in Houston to the point where they cut Marlon Mack. So he had to show them something pretty spectacular over the spring and summer.
Well, I mean,
Marlon Mack is a decent NFL running back. I mean, he's been a starter in the league before. He had almost 1,000 yards with the Colts. To just say, hey, you know what, you can leave, for this guy who has never been a
Starter.
Cal running back, starter, anything. He's never been anything really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a rotational depth guy. So it seems that he showed him something pretty spectacular behind the scenes, and I want to see how that pans out for them in week 1.
I mean, most likely he showed him that he probably doesn't go to massage parlors. So, Hendo, what about you?
I want to see George Pickens. I want to see how he does as a wide receiver, because most importantly, the one thing that I can't fathom is the Ravens talk about they want blocking wide receivers. He's one of the best blocking wide receivers that come out of college. I'm just saying.
It's a head case.
I don't give a god.
mean-
We need some head cases.
We
We need some personnel. We need something on this
You
team
need-
other than these quiet boys that
So
don't
you,
get
need,
the
so,
job
you, so you
done.
need one of these.
Small
Hendo.
window, got it done. Now a flip to McFarland. Following.
That's what you need.
Yeah, we need wide receivers with attitude.
No, you don't. You need wide receivers with skill. The
And
only
that
people
too,
who say
but
we need guys with attitude are people who don't have skill on their team. You don't need attitude.
We don't have
It's not a
either.
thing.
We don't have
It's not,
either.
it's not a movie. All right. You don't get
Right.
extra points for trash talking. You just need guys who can get open and catch.
Brodny, you know what I mean. We have a Ravens way that we no longer have around here, and nobody fears us anymore. We don't have that mystique. That mystique is gone.
Spoiler alert: nobody feared you to begin with.
They did.
No, they didn't.
And
They were a good team. Nobody was afraid of you.
You know what I mean.
in a couple weeks, Lamar's gonna be like,
I'm free.
Hey, run that.
I'm not even gonna laugh. First of all, I'm not even gonna laugh at that because it's not
Run
funny.
that back one more time, please.
It's not even funny.
I'm free.
Wow.
You wish. Should you wish
I wish what? I don't wish
Lamar-
anything.
for Lamar to leave?
Oh, I'll be in those spaces so quick. So quick.
He's not going anywhere.
Garnett would have to kick me down because I'm gonna be up there talking.
No, I'm not. You're gonna be a co-host, so you can.
No, Mr. J, y'all going to hell for laughing.
You were laughing too.
No, I was smiling.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So you going to purgatory or like what?
I'm going to the one in between.
Hendo, I'm putting you on the VIP list. You're coming with me, bud.
Oh damn!
I mean,
I'll decline my invitation.
I won't be going to hell because I've never done anything wrong. So but I'm gonna pick a couple of games and I just want to get who you think's gonna win. Let's
Baltimore.
We're not going with the obvious ones. Patriots, Dolphins. Who do you got?
Dolphins.
I go Dolphins.
I think we'll go Patriots. I think Bill Belichick's gonna show up.
Okay.
Colts, Texans.
Colts.
Texans.
Ooh, Caleb.
Really?
Caleb must have talked to D Weezy and said lay some money on the Texans. So,
Yeah.
You think Hey, Matt Ryan? Do you think he's going to throw over?
No, I don't think that's the reason why. Matt Ryan's not going to be good.
Matt Ryan is about to kill the Texans. 300 yards.
And then I'll go Packers Vikings.
I'm pulling the upset with the Vikings.
Packers.
I'm going Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers also. It's
Rodney did not want to take the Packers.
It's Kirk Cousins. It's Kirk.
Hey, somebody name me a corner for the Minnesota Vikings other than Patrick Peterson, who's old as hell.
I was about to name somebody, but they died, so I don't know.
Exactly, right?
Emotional damage.
Yo, I love this.
But the other side of that is name a wide receiver for the Packers.
Oh, Christian Watkins.
Hammy Watkins.
Christian Watkins, huh?
Hammy Watkins.
Did I
You talking about Christian
Watson.
Watson?
Christian Watson? I was close.
The dude who has not practiced or played at all.
I mean,
Sammy Watkins,
and
Al Lazard, who we know can't play.
Sammy Watkins about to go for
Wait, Randall still there?
he's on Kansas City now.
Randall Cobb's still there, I think.
Cobb, and then we got the I said we like I'm a Green Bay fan.
Oh, you're undercover Packers fan, huh?
I mean, I am not. I'm a over the covers Aaron Rodgers fan. So yeah, but
You on top the covers?
Yep, on top of the covers, bro. But the Rome
Yeah,
Dubs,
like it
or
rough,
whatever
too.
the boy name is, Romeo Dubs, or I don't know his name. But
Yeah, Dubs. No, Dubs. Yeah.
Yeah, the fifth round rookie is what we're hanging our hat on here in Green Bay in the wide receiver core. So
Aaron Rodgers is gonna make it work.
So
Yeah.
pretty much Devin Duvernay's out there in Green Bay, and y'all expect him.
they wish.
I know I asked Caleb. He did his show. I asked him this question. So Caleb, if you want to answer, you can. I already know your picks. But let's just real quick. Garnett, who's your Super Bowl picks?
Super Bowl pick, probably Bills. And I'll probably say, damn, the NFC just fucking weird, dude. So I got Bills in Tampa Bay.
Brodny?
Man, that's tough. I'm gonna say Kansas City gets back, and out of the NFC, that is a dumpster fire of a conference. Out of the NFC, I might have to go Dallas.
Oh, you made Caleb happy right now. Good job.
He's
not trading with you, Brodny. He's not trading.
There's just not much else out there.
That's very true. I already had to ask Caleb, but Caleb, I'll ask you again. Who are your Super Bowl picks? I actually liked your Super Bowl picks.
Broncos, Cowboys.
Yeah, we're gonna have a all Cowboy Super Bowl with the horse. Get it? No, it wasn't funny. Thanks. Hendo, what about you?
Baltimore, Tampa Bay.
Of course, you would be a homer. Good God.
That's right. To the end.
I'm actually. I hate the. Oh God, you're all gonna try to clown me for this one.
We clown you anyway.
I'm gonna go.
You picking Baltimore?
I'm gonna go Raiders Rams.
Who? Hold on.
Raiders and Rams.
Why the Raiders though? Can you explain to me why?
Dead-Eye Derek, man.
Oh damn! I did hear somebody say Raiders. God.
I think Derek's about to go off. I don't want him to. I don't want to hear Raider fans. I don't want gunshots in my neighborhood. But
what about their defense? Like their front seven is not bad, but their secondary is like you can't even like.
AJ Lancaster committed Bengals and versus Eagles. So if you ask Caleb about the Eagles, he'll tell you something different.
Yo, I really could see the Bengals going right back though. That's the craziest thing. Like it's just just their offensive line. I think they got better.
The way their fans are talking and the way they're talking, you think they could get back, but we know Garnett. We've been in the AFC North for a longer time. Don't ever hang your hat on, getting there and then the next year thinking you're going to repeat because. In the AFC North, especially, should show you that it's hard to repeat in that division. Right. And especially I think last year, Pittsburgh didn't really have a good quarterback. Baltimore was hurt.
What's changed for Pittsburgh?
They have a better quarterback than they had last year. I tell you that much. Shut up! You have Baker Mayfield.
They have a more physically capable quarterback. They're much dumber.
You're not. You know what? This is what I could do on my show.
Oh.
I mean, you don't even disagree with that, so.
Shut up, Brodny. I don't even want to talk to you right now.
I'll go play 2K. I don't care.
All of a sudden, can't even play Call of Duty.
Sure.
And shout out to Hendo for always playing Call of Duty with me. We just be grinding out games. Went like 10-0 the other night, a couple nights ago.
You didn't go 10-0.
We did.
Do you guys play like what do you call it? Death match, hardcore death match, or do you guys like do the survival?
I don't know. Hendo picks the game.
You just play death match.
Oh man, what system?
I mean, you cross-gen.
Crossplay.
I'm on Xbox. I'm on Xbox.
See how disconnected I am from the gaming world? Well, I got one. What do you call that thing? Xbox. I'll play with y'all, man.
Now, do you have the original Xbox on it, or is it?
No, I bought it from a kid that was like getting a divorce, and I think it's
too much information, Garnet. Like what?
No, but like he gave me like the big ass terabyte, that Series X or whatever it's called.
My question is, did you walk around asking people did they like their kids? That's my question.
Read the Discord, Garnet.
And if you want to know what Discord I'm talking about this gentleman below. He has a really good Discord, Lunch Break Hot Take. We'll plug it all at the end of this. Is there you guys think any surprises? Anybody that you don't see, like real quick? Any team you see or player just breaking out, like a Bateman or a Prochet, like
Wow. I think Jacksonville's going to be much better than people are expecting. I think they challenge for that division. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think they'll challenge for it. I think Trevor Lawrence comes out and shows why he was that top pick and that a great prospect coming out of Clemson. In terms of teams who are going to kind of crash and burn, I kind of want to pick the Cardinals there. I kind of think that they're going to bottom out and Kingsbury's going to be gone.
But isn't that the norm?
No, normally they start out really well and then they take the half the season off, but they still made the playoffs.
Oh, so you think they're just going to bottom out?
I think they're going to be I think they're going to finish third or fourth in that division.
Caleb, you?
I don't think the Bengals are going to be as good as they were going to the Super Bowl. I think they got like a lot of lucky breaks getting there. So I don't think they'll be as good. And for a surprise team, I'm going to go Washington. I think they'll be second behind the Cowboys in the division.
Hey, you really hate the Eagles.
You really hate the Eagles.
Hey, hey, he's telling you how it is. What about you, Hendo?
For surprises, I think Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields is going to do a lot better in his second year. He might be top 20, top 15.
It'd be so sad.
Yeah, I know, but I just think that he's actually going to get a chance to show his true talent that he didn't with Allen Robinson. I'm not sold on Allen Robinson anymore. I just think he's slowed down a little bit. Everybody's so high on him going to LA. I don't think so. And who I think is going to disappoint, Dallas Cowboys.
Caleb
do you want us to remove ourselves from the screen and you can talk with Hendo for a bit?
Listen, they lost me a Pick'ems title last year. I will never forgive them. Ever. They lost to the Denver Broncos and Drew Lock. I will never forgive them.
That week.
What about you, Garnett? Any surprise or teams that you think are not going to be that good?
Teams that are not going to be good?
Or someone that you think is not gonna perform like they should.
Not gonna perform as it should, man. Well, shit. That's a really, really good question, man. I would say from the AFC West side, I really don't think Derek Carr's gonna be that good. That just me. I feel like he's gonna have this issue where he's gonna rely on
Devontae,
old college, chemistry with Devontae Adams so much. Where it's just like it's gonna be easier for the other teams to game plan or whatever. I don't know. They got the talent, I guess you can say, offense, but I just don't see him. I see him just folding, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's ready for that next level. I don't know. That's me. You know what's crazy? But my biggest surprise, I think Jalen Hurts is gonna ball this year. That's just my opinion.
too.
Yeah, I really do. Like
that situation's weird. They brought back Jimmy Garoppolo he's not gonna start. It's like, whatever.
Huh? What?
No. He's talking about Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts, Philadelphia.
Oh, Philip. Okay, I thought you were talking about
Trey Lance.
I think Jalen Hurts is gonna have very nice stats, and he's still gonna suck.
I don't think he's gonna suck. Here's my question: why do you think he's gonna suck?
Because he sucked in college.
He can't throw,
and he sucked so far in the NFL. And
okay, so do you really think? I'm just asking. Do you think this is the first year they actually try to commit to him? Literally try to.
I don't think they're going to commit to him this year. I think they're looking for their next quarterback still.
Yeah, but I feel you. I feel the same way. That's how all black quarterbacks get treated, almost in a weird way, where they got the athletic ability, the talent to do it, but I'm not going to really try to mold you into what it is. But I'll mold Nathan Peterman though, but not you. That's what I'm just saying.
Unless your last name sounds Irish, then it's all good.
Right.
There you go.
I think they're going to commit.
Okay.
I think they're going to commit to him just to see what they have because they've added the weapons around him. So they're going to be like, listen, it's either you do or you don't. Like, I gave you the pieces. If you can't perform, we're going to look because it's a quarterback-heavy draft coming up next season, after this season.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why they added the pieces, just like they did with Donovan McNabb. They didn't draft Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin for Donovan McNabb. They drafted him for Kevin Cobb.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So before we get out of here, I got one more question before you guys, and then we'll plug everything.
Christian Bale.
Do the Steelers finish above 500 or below?
Above.
Above.
Garnett.
Above about 1.
Wow.
They'll be above 500.
I love the faith in all of you. I appreciate it.
Mike Tomlin is the best coach in the NFL.
Facts.
Truth. We don't have faith in your team. We have faith in your coach.
I got faith in both.
That's your problem.
So,
BOAF, both. I got you.
sorry. All right. So once again, thank you for joining me, hanging out, you guys. Appreciate it. I didn't want to do too long of a stream because Brodny will complain. He's an old man. He has to go sleep.
All facts.
They really are. Because I could have kept Brodny here for 3 hours and then he would have yelled at me. So I don't want to do that to him. But before we get out of here, let's plug you guys' shows. We'll start off with you, Caleb. Where can people find you, your shows, and where can people watch that great knowledge of yours?
You can find me at NFL Caleb 22 on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on the Let's Get Ready Network on YouTube. Good Friends, Better Rivals with Ferris on Mondays, and then Betting the NFL with Derek on comes out Thursdays. And then also if you're a Game of Thrones fan, we're doing right after House of Dragon airs, we're going live right after the episodes, except for this week. But for every other week, we are be right after the show doing reviews for House of Dragon. So go check it out.
Yeah, make sure to check it out. It's real fun. Caleb, and I believe you do it with Justin, correct?
Yeah,
it's really good. Really good. Especially if you're into the, all those shows and everything, really good. And obviously, Ferris and Caleb have a great show over there at LGR. So make sure to check that out. Mr. Garnett, where can people find you when you're not banned on Twitter?
All right, so thanks to I have a great lawyer team, and I'm a free man, as you guys can see, that not found guilty due to heinous, alleged crimes. But you can find me at Garnett478. That's my actual legitimate account, not my burner. I'm 1/3 of Hello Films that we do every Wednesday around about 8:30 p.m. on Eastern time. Jason is the lead guy of that, and I'm with Ashley Priyanka. What we do is just have a show, talk about Ravens Bowl. We'll break down, preview of games, and we'll talk about, certain players who stuck out during that, the previous game as well, or who could stick out potentially in the next game. But yeah, man, you can find me everywhere, man. Twitter, or just with these beautiful guys, and I'm with my brothers right here from the Las Vegas High Tech community. Man, but yeah, usually I just float around and just try to be a good bro to everybody's channel and just support.
Yeah, for sure. Garnett will be holding down those spaces. They're fun to go into and listen to them, the Raven fans whine. So check it out. It's real fun. Mr. Hendo Henderson, my main Dominican. Where can people find you at?
So disrespectful. You can find me at Ravens Online on Gatekeepers on YouTube. Stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. recapping the games. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at @RGatekeepers.
Yes, and make sure to check out his show.
And sometimes you can catch me on the AFC North, on Mondays if needed.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You get him on Steel Conspiracy on Mondays sometimes with Suge.
I don't even know what that is, but sure.
Me neither.
Whatever. Yeah, make sure to check out Hendo's show. It's a great show.
It's all right.
Probably the most fun that I've ever had doing a show with somebody was with Hendo. We had a great time.
You remember?
I remember. Oh, I remember everything.
Sitting right here.
I'm sure. I went to sleep early that night, but I remember. It was a great time. And then obviously, Brodny from We Are Old Man Gamers. Where can people find you at?
I'm one half of Lunch Break Hot Take. We go live every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. You can find us on all social media at LBHT Show. I'm also 1/3 of the Ring Kings podcast that we do with our guy OTR Mike. We stream pretty much anytime there's a big fight on the weekend. So we'll be streaming also this Saturday after the Clarissa Shields fight. So if you're into boxing, definitely check out the channel and come hang out with us.
Yeah, Brodny loves doing streams, and if you want Brodny on your stream, hit him up. He will show up on your stream. Hit him up.
This is his favorite thing.
He loves being on people's streams. Absolutely. All of them.
Thanks.
Yeah. Send him all the requests.
Midnight streams are my jam.
Yeah, they really are. And once again, I'm Suge. You can find me here at SugeKnight323 on my Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube channel. And then you can find me at SugeKnight1323 on Twitch, where I usually play Magic tournaments. Been playing a little bit of COD and things like that when I have time.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, he does that magic. And on Mondays, we are the AFC North podcast with myself and my co-host Colin, where we talk Ravens and Steelers football. We'll be going live after the Monday Night Football game, so catch us there, talking football, talking about the Steelers, talking about the Ravens. You'd probably yelling at each other, that's what Ravens and Steeler fans do. So it's gonna be fun. So if you want to support that, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure to subscribe to all these good young men's channels. Garnett has his show, but it's not his channel, but it is his show. So make sure to subscribe and like and share all their stuff. Once again, thank you for hanging out with us. AJ Lancaster, Mr. J, everybody else that hung out, Brandon. Appreciate all of you guys for hanging out. And once again, thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. You guys have a very, very good night.
You just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.